Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Peter Stone calling you from Bangkok, Thailand. Hope you can hear me. It's a long way. Bad joke. It is raining here. It's the rainy season and it's on and off. So, I know you're not here to hear about the weather, and but it keeps things interesting, doesn't it, all around the world. So today, I want to talk about something really important that most people they don't think they don't think about it, and it's taken me a while to realize the value. And in these trying times, it the wholesale clients of Peter Stone are re-engaging with us. We did no marketing for a long time. We've been quiet way in the corner because, like all progress in business, like we've been looking at the progress and the cycles, the ups, the downs, and of business for 35 years. And I'm happy to say I'm on the other side of the camera here today because we've been able to solve every, people call them problems. They're not, in my mind, a problem is something is really big and you don't know how to solve it. That is a problem. So when I hear that word, I'm like, no, that's not a problem. What is a problem is I can't solve this thing. I got to shut down. That's a, because now I got to figure out something new, and that's not always bad. But I and my team have been sticking this out and still making beautiful jewelry all of this time. And in this discovery, I realized that there are people that just do a drop shipping business for business. That's it. There's so much noise online. There's so many people out there online. That takes us down another avenue. And I won't go far down there, but I will make the point, very important point. And I've always stood by this, regardless of what my team has told me. I listen to my team really strong. I really listen to their logic. And then I go to gut. I go to instinct. And I say, I mean, much like just the way Steve Jobs, but I didn't go full on. I went full on in my business, but I didn't take it to that level, obviously. But it's the same thinking that you find a solution to everything, and everybody's opinion is important. But at the end of the day, if I do what everybody else is doing, I'll get what everybody else is getting. And that relates to the story of the seagulls on the beach. A fish washes up and there's 150 seagulls ripping that fish apart, and they all got a little scrap. And as my story goes, I spent a lot of time on the sea, so I have sea stories. And this sea story is about the whale. And I've seen whales on a beautiful, calm day on the ocean. And there's photographs online where the whale, just in its majestic movement, comes up, breaks the surface, just his back, and he doesn't go very low. And they ride on that surface. And I've seen seagulls landing on the backs of the whales and other birds. And I'm like way out in the middle of the ocean, 25, 30, 50 miles away, a lot more than that from land, from the crowd of everybody that's on the beaches, on the land. And I love the ocean because of that quiet time, that solitude. And people, you say, well, do you get lonely? Well, I mean, you get lonely in a crowd. That has nothing to do with it. It's the mindset and the peace and the tranquility I have found there, and many others. And that's why they go to the sea. and observing the seagull on the whale, seeing a flying fish jump out of the water, and boom, that seagull's gone. And he got an entire fish, a fresh meal, and gets back on the whale, and then waits for another fish. While the masses are on the beach fighting over and waiting for another dead fish to wash up on the beach, or even some garbage, right? So I equate that with the busyness online. There's a lot of garbage online. At the core of Peter Stone, we have built, a bond with our team that really cares about the jewelry that you get, the beauty of it, the feel of it, the energy of it. So understanding what most people do, they put jewelry, they buy jewelry, they put it online, or they get a drop shipping program, and so do another 10,000 people get that same drop shipping program. Now you get 10,000 people competing for the same thing. Out of our 18,000 designs and 43 niche, unique designs, in most cases, some are what we call bread and butter, that are timeless. That the difference, the Peter Stone difference, is for every one of those bread and butter designs, no matter the price, low to very high, that the detail that goes into making that piece is a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of caring. Where some people just want to pump out something, a machine. If I make 2 cents on it, it's great. I'm going to sell 10 billion of them because I got 10,000 people online, or 1,000 doing drop shipping of the same thing. Some people even give you a website that's all cookie cutter, and you go to this person's and that person's, all look the same. But you may have your own and sell on your own website. So I'm speaking of long term, making money long term, such as Peter Stone has done for 35 years, staying in the game. I'm all about solutions. So when I have a team member keeps talking about the problem, it turns into whining, because it's not the whining that gets the solution. We know the challenge, but if you keep talking about it, it will become a problem. So identify the challenge. What is the challenge? Today's challenge, based on all the research I have of people that my teams got out there and diligently put emails and surveys and questions, and in our wholesale application, I ask you, what are your top 3 challenges today? And every one of them is not enough customers, cash flow, visibility. They need help with marketing. They need more visibility. So if you have a website and you're selling jewelry, clothing, candles, whatever you're selling online, shoot, it doesn't matter, whatever you're selling. And in this case, we sell jewelry, as you probably know. That adding a line of jewelry, so I'll go back to a lesson learned, is that I had gift stores in Key West, Florida. I had 4 stores. Gentleman walked in and I'm like, he says, take these rings, put them in your case at the cash register. I'm like, what are you talking about? Jewelry, I got a gift store. He goes, oh, no, Peter, just put them there. It's an impulse item. People will buy it. So what I learned from that experience, I did it. He gave it to me and I put it on my counter and it sold. By the time he came back, there were like 2 or 3 rings, 30 days gone, 2 trays of rings. I'm like, whoa, this is like a lot of inventory moved as a percentage, as a volume. I'm like, something in this. And so I got in the jewelry business. And what I observed is, on all stores, I don't sell that much to jewelry stores. Peter Stone doesn't go to jewelry stores. We go to niche gift stores where they have lines of jewelry, and the jewelry becomes 30 to 35% of your sales if you have multiple products in your store. If you sell all jewelry, then you need a really nice presentation. Some people have so much jewelry, and I've been fighting this for years because I've had too much jewelry, 43 niche markets. But we've narrowed it down so you can go after what you want. Pretty easy today. We have catalogs. In the past, a lot of paper catalogs, over like 60 of them, but we don't do those. We will do PDFs and print them. But the point is that you have your jewelry that you bought, or the products that you bought, your inventory, and you have X amount online. Now, what drop shipping does to an existing business, they say, well, why do I need drop shipping? Well, because of those 3 challenges that you have. That's why. And you got to think about it. And it was a realization through all the years of people doing drop shipping, and affiliate programs. It's added on to their online store or their physical store. And if you have a physical store, you can always put a notebook computer or a desktop computer in your store to offer a wider line of jewelry. So I suggest that you just lock it to your website. So that's all that people can see is what you're selling. Not get off, go down the hole, and you can offer drop shipping if you only have a brick and mortar store. But if you have an online presence, which a lot of people do today, and you're selling from your inventory, which may be 30 to 60 designs, and you add drop shipping. And when we charge for drop shipping, there's a lot that are free. And what's the reason they're free? Well, there's a reason. And if you are into those, you'll find out why, that they don't require much attention. And it's highly competitive. So our images, our jewelry has taken a lot of time, a lot of effort. It's not anything out of China or Thai. It's from Thailand. We make it in Thailand, but it's not the on the street or every day that you can find from some Thai, Indian, or Chinese manufacturer. We stand alone. However, there are a few copies out there, and our copyright guy is getting on the road on the 1st of October. So just a word of warning. Now, you add the drop shipping. So if you are a customer and a client of Peter Stone, you reach the minimum order, you get the drop shipping program free. And it is crucial to add that on to a business that's not making as much money as you would like. Why? You have 30 to 60 designs, maybe 75, could be a little more, up online. Someone shows up. It's limited. It's sterling silver or stainless, maybe. But I hope I'm not speaking to a stainless steel market. But if you offer it in your store as a sideline, that's fine. We know where it's all made. The land of knockoffs and the land of slavery, really, communism. And if you support that kind of thing, well, be careful. Be careful. The vibes go far and wide. And when people are doing business, they don't really think about that stuff. They just think about the dollar. I got to make this money. I'll tell you, the payoff in the end is not what you think it's going to be. And it's a big surprise. This is the law of life, the law of intention, the law of vibration, the law of positivity, the law of less than positivity, and the law of karma. So I just want to share that little bit because congruency and transparency are really important to us. So you can see all that online. Getting to the point of adding drop shipping, when you're a client of ours, you can get up to 300 to 500 of our designs to add to your website. Just let's start in the middle, like 300 designs. You could add 10 specific collections, 10 themes of different, beautiful, unique jewelry that's going to stop people when they come to your website. That jewelry will be drop shipping jewelry. Now, if you had 60 designs online and you added 300, you've increased your visible inventory by 500%. You'll get people staying on your website longer, especially if you don't have what everybody else has. And you show it in a way and give it the energy it deserves, your sales will increase just by the sheer numbers of offering a wider selection, giving your store more value. It's crucial because go look back at the last 2 years of your sales. And if you're new, I'll tell you, it will be really tough if you're just trying to enter the marketplace and you don't get niche, don't get special. You need to get special. You need to stand out amongst the millions of jewelry designs online. Otherwise, it'll be like the equivalent to working at McDonald's or less, trying to make the money from a return, an income return, from what I understand that's going on there. And you don't want that long term. So I'm presenting a crucial, why is it? Because you want more. You've got to have more. It's not even if you want more, but to stay in business today, you got to show up with meaningful jewelry. Sure, there's all kinds of bling out there, little bits, and that's where a lot of the drop shipping is, but it's so competitive. So competitive. When it's competitive, it's about price, 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 price. Oh, I can buy that here, and people pull out their phone and boom. Yeah. So precious metals, to own precious metals, number one, is a good investment. To own stainless steel, there's nothing to that. To own some junk metal that's made out of China, you don't even know what it is, generally toxic, coming in. And some of the pricing I see is just like it's a lie. They say it's silver jewelry, but it's not. Sterling silver, you can't even get silver in a big pendant like that. And they're charging like 95% or almost 99% less than the cost of the metal itself, and they call it sterling silver, and you get surprised. It's awful. So there's enough people that have experienced that, and I get on the phone and I talk to people. I see messages. Oh, is your jewelry thin? Like, are you selling this? I got this shipment and it was really thin, like paper thin jewelry. And the image was beautiful online. And from Peter Stone's perspective, our images can never show and reflect the true beauty of our jewelry, but they get close in many cases. But the good part of it is the surprise when your customer, if you're online, opens a package and gets the jewelry, or when they come into your jewelry, into your store and look at your jewelry, they're like, wow, that is different. That's a beautiful piece of jewelry. If they pick it up, they're going to feel it, the weight of it. And people who care about what they buy, which is about 65% of the population, matters. The others are whiners, complainers, and trying to get it for like nothing. And the labor that goes into a beautiful piece of jewelry, you're totally disrespecting the maker of the jewelry when you're squeezing it down and you're thinking, well, I don't want to pay this person anything for the labor, the time, the effort that they put in with their hands, their being, to make the world a better place. And Peter Stone's been doing that since 1991, when they hired the very first employees in Thailand to make jewelry. It was improve lives for you, improve lives for us, make beautiful jewelry, and everyone has benefited for the last 30 years who has touched a piece of Peter Stone jewelry, from the maker to the wearer to you, the seller, in between. If you're online and you are a reseller of Peter Stone jewelry, you know the Peter Stone difference. You know it. And people come back, and after 10 or 15 years, because we didn't do any marketing, they're like, wow, I'm so happy you're here, because they can confidently buy, and they'll know it's even better, because our push has always been a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit nicer, a little bit better for the people who make it, a little bit better for the world. The messaging to uplift people in a beautiful, value-packed piece of symbolic jewelry, there's nothing like it. To, in the morning, your client your customer puts on a piece of jewelry, and they feel that jewelry, and they have confidence and faith, and the fear and the anxiety goes away when you message that jewelry properly for the wearer of that jewelry to lift them up, not just a shiny piece of bling. Because that's the real specialness of Peter Stone jewelry. That's the reality. So I would suggest you click on this subscribe button and really find out more about the drop ship marketing tool to grow your business. An existing customer, there's no cost. If you're not an existing customer, go in, hit the other link, sign up, go to peterstone.com, go to the drop down wholesale link, sign up for an account, sign up for a wholesale application account. When you're approved, you'll get access to the wholesale. Then you can shop. And you have a minimum, we have a minimum order of $500. That's it. It's not much. Then your $200 fee for drop shipping is negated. You've got $500 or more dollars in wholesale jewelry ready to sell on your store. Then you access, we give you a code for the free drop ship program, and you make a simple choice online. You say, hey, Peter, I want images of these 125 items, or 80, or 200. As long as you have bought and you're a customer of Peter Stone, a wholesale client, then you can get up to 300 immediately. And when you reorder, we'll stretch it out. We look at your numbers. We'll give you more jewelry the more successful you are. Now, there's another aspect to this, a very, very highly leveraged money-making tool on top. It actually works in sync with this, but it's really special. So in this way, we have gold jewelry. So you sell a piece of silver jewelry for $100, $125, $89, $200, $250. What if you sold one piece of gold, because gold is more popular now than it's been in a long time. And when someone comes to your website and they see, oh my gosh, they got gold, you now got them because when they see the uniqueness, you can upload 30, 50, 100 gold images to your best markets. And when someone orders an $800 piece or a $1,200 piece of jewelry, you got to keep about 40% of that. That's pretty good. You can make quite a bit of money. And if you did that, what if you got a little reputation? People realize, oh, wow, they've got gold now. Susan's got gold, Jim's got gold, and they've got it on their website. Available now, we'll take it another level up. Not everybody wants 14 karat gold. Some people want really nice gold. They're making money in crypto. They're making money in the stock market. They got money. They want 18 karat gold. They want 22 karat gold. In some cases, they want 24 karat. Takes just a little bit longer for 24 karat, but we do it in every single 18,000 designs. They're not online, but 6,500 designs to choose from are available, all in gold. These two tools can triple your sales or more. I don't want to sound like way up high in the sky, but you can do 500% if you apply yourself, stay focused, and implement this and watch your data. What are people clicking on? What are they buying? Do more of it. What they're not clicking on, just get it out of there and put more up there, and use the real estate you have on your website to put the things that people want. You say, oh, I don't know what they want, so I can't buy it wholesale. Right? Exactly. So you use the drop shipping program also as a marketing tool to figure out what people want while you get paid to do it. You don't have to pay someone, oh, I'm going to go find out from you from Google. No, you just do it yourself. You get the firsthand information, you make the money, and you ramp up your business the way you never thought you could. I'm telling you, and then on top of all this, well, I'm going to talk to that. I'm going to tell you the next one later. I want you to click on the link because in my next live next week on Tuesday, I'm going to tell you this one way that is going to put money in your bank for a tiny investment. I'm telling you, I will get you 10 and 20 times more money with one sale of jewelry. Cash that you can actually go buy sterling silver with. Cash you can use to do what you need to do. But what I've always done with my cash, I just put it back in my business until my business. It took me 10 years. It's kind of like the way Amazon, they were negative numbers for a long time. And were we negative numbers? Well, we were really pushing hard. I mean, it's growing a business for the first 10 years. The way that I did it, no cell phone, no nothing online. Everything was like manual. You got to find a payphone. You got to do this. So this was back in the day. A lot of hard work for 10 years. And today, well, if you throw a lot of money at it, you can shorten that. But that's a lot. I mean, I'm talking, you're going to throw probably in a year over 150,000 in marketing and advertising costs to really probably get the return that you would like. And to me, when algorithms change and other people are changing all their stuff and you paid them and you got screwed, essentially, they got your money, they shifted. Now they got to give more money because your sales didn't continue up. They dropped off. Why? Algorithms changed. And they said, no, we're not doing it this way. Now we're going to do it that way. I mean, hello, I'm telling you, please pay attention. 35 years I'm discovering stuff that works. I don't care what everybody else is doing because they're struggling. Okay. Some people aren't because they're on their adventure and they love exactly what they're doing. And I hope you do too. But I'm giving you additional cash flow and tools to make a lot of money. So on Tuesday next week, I'm going to tell you what that one thing is to take the few things that I gave you that's high leverage that takes it out of the norm. Everything that you see, oh, you got to post. Well, you do, but you got to post the right stuff. Why are you different? Why should I come to your store? Why? And you've got gold and silver now. Someone just happens upon your website and they're not a silver person, but they like your vibe and they don't see gold, they're gone. But if they see gold, you got them. And then you've got unique gold. Now you're hitting sales. Now, if you sold one piece of jewelry every 2 weeks, gold jewelry on your website for $1,000, that would be $26,000 in sales. No, I'm sorry. That would be 52 weeks, half of that. Yes, $26,000 additional in sales from one gold jewelry piece every 2 weeks. What if you did it every day or every week? So this, you can get out the calculator, you can play with it. You get what you put into it. And I'm giving you the tools here like no one else. I can promise you that. This is a very unique and special, powerful package. And I would like you to engage. Take a look. Try it. I'm sure you're going to like it. I'll see you next week. This is Peter Stone giving you a crucial drop shipping tool and message so that you can grow your business. And I tried to make this 10 minutes and it's 3 times that, but I know what I've told you. I've got to get the message out. If I give you a quick message, maybe you're going to forget about it. I've got to give some examples here. And it's almost like, well, I apologize for being too. No, I don't, because the value in understanding why and how to do this is worth 20 minutes in your life. This is Peter Stone checking out. I'll see you soon. And I just want a little note here is these videos that I do live, we will chop up and take out some of the best stuff to get the point and repeat the point on our social media. So you're going to want to follow us on Instagram here, and you're going to want to subscribe to YouTube and go to our website, www.peterstone.com.